Mental Health Miss Maddie, and we are back and ready for another video. So today I was going to talk about bullies, and that's because that seems to be a hot topic when I ask people what they want to talk about, which that's sad. The fact that bullying is still happening within our school system says something. So I was just going to show a couple, or give you a couple of examples and kind of tell you how I dealt with it, and how you could help deal with it too. First, when I was in high school, I went to a really nice high school, and I don't think there was as much bullying as what public schools have, so I will say that first. I was an athlete, I did everything. I didn't have a group of friends. You know how like kids can be very cliquish in high school? I never had a group. I had one best friend who I'm still best friends with, and then I just like hung out with everyone. So I was never like in a group, but I never got picked on. I remember once in high school, some kid made fun of me. My dad was the director of education, which is kind of like the superintendent, but I never like put myself in a situation to get bullied, and honestly, I don't think it just ever bothered me, you know? I was just ready to get out of there and start my life. So I would eat lunch every day, lunch with my dad, because he worked at the high school. So I go sit in his office and eat lunch with him and chill, because in my mind, I knew all the drama in high school wasn't for me. I knew that I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to contribute to the bullying. I didn't want to be bullied. So I just took myself out of the equation. I would go eat lunch with my dad every day. And I know you guys don't have that option, but it was such a great opportunity I had. I remember there were times where I'd go eat in the gym and I would sneak away. We weren't supposed to eat in there, but I would. And it's because, to me, again, the bullying and the social life, it just wasn't important to me. It wasn't important to sit with the popular crowd or be labeled as like the sporty one. Like, I just didn't care. And my sister, however, had the opposite effect where, you know, people could hate me and I don't care. Like, I preach in my videos that it is not your responsibility to care about someone else's opinion about you, and I preach that to everyone I run in contact with. And so for me, if someone was like, I don't like you, I'm like, I'm sorry, and then I would just move on. Like, to this day, if someone's like, I don't like you, I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I just don't care, because deep down I know who I am and it doesn't affect me, you know? But if someone were to say that to my sister, she takes more offense to it than I do, and I understand why, because, you know, it's feelings, A, they're valid, and B, people do care, you know? And I do care for like my work. Like, if someone's gonna like say something nasty about my YouTube or my TikTok, that I will take personally, because that is something I've crafted and I've spent a long time into, and it's like my art. So for me, I do take offense to that. But here are my suggestions, especially if you're in high school or middle school. You're young. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why would you base your life off of what a bunch of stupid teenagers are saying, right? If you're constantly getting bullied for your appearance, rock it. It's you. You can't make another you. You're the only you there is. And if they want to make fun of it, so be it. Who cares? If they want to call you names, it's because they're insecure. Bullies like to pick out the weak ones. They pick them out, and they make them feel bad, and that makes them feel better about themselves. Why? I don't know. Will we understand why? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. But they pick out the ones they know that they can get to, and nothing makes them better than having you react. So when I was a kid, my mom used to say, or my dad used to tell us, he'd be like, yeah, you're mean. Okay, what about you? Just say that. Just turn around and, oh, I thought we were talking about you. Yeah, you're the bitch, not me. Like, turn it back on them or walk away. They want to get a reaction out of you. They want you to be like sad or mad or fight back. It gives them pleasure to see them affect you. And that's what they want. So at the end of the day, just look at them and be like, you're stupid, you know? Just stand strong. The minute you start caving, they realize they have power over you, and that's what they want. Stand strong. Don't let them affect you. Don't let their words get to you. Don't let them do anything. It's simple as that. In high school, it's a little different because kids start driving and start getting a little more freedom. And you know what? I will tell you this. It does not matter what clothes you wear. It does not matter what car you drive. It does not matter any of it. I'm very lucky that when I look back, I wore a uniform every day to school. There are very strict rules, because I cannot imagine being your guys' age right now and having all the peer pressure that a public school would probably have right now. The social media, the appearance, the what you're wearing, the how much money you have. Like, I remember being in high school and we had to wear skirts or tan pants, and I remember I had Target ones on that I absolutely loved, and everyone else had Hollister, and that was like the in thing. And to be honest, I was an athlete and I was athletically built, so Hollister didn't fit me. And I always remember people being like, well, why don't you wear a Hollister? And I would just be like, because they don't fit. And it didn't mean I was fat. It didn't mean I wasn't perfect. Your bodies are going through so much at that age that you just have to realize what you're in is not the body you're in for the rest of your life, you know? They didn't fit me. And I did have wide hips as a teenager. I don't know how that worked, but I did. And I remember our golf uniforms never fit, so I'd have to go get different ones. But I never let it affect me because I knew I was meant for bigger things than high school drama. And I think that's kind of just the mentality you have to have, is they may give you a hard time, but your future is out there and they're not in it, you know? And that's why I think I have such an okay time, you know, filming in public, is because these guys are never going to see me again. They can judge me. They can, you know, think I'm weird holding a camera and YouTubing, but they're not the ones that have to live with me or know me or like see me. Here's another thing. People do judge us for doing YouTube, and I think it's really hard sometimes to like ignore. A lot of our friends, you think friends would be happy, but they use you. They do. People use you for their own stuff. And I have a friend who uses me for photos and videos, and at the end of the day you have to be like, stop, you know? And then some people judge you, but you can't let that affect you at the end of the day. Why? Because they're not in my house. You know, they're not living with me. I don't care what they think, you know? That's the mentality you have to have. You cannot care what other people think about you. In high school, people will make fun of you. They're gonna give you a hard time. They're gonna, you know, talk behind your back, and that's just how it is, you know? And this is what I like to tell people. The people who bullied other kids in high school that I like watched and saw and I know about are the ones who are in the pyramid schemes at home with no family, no fiance, no kids, no job, no career, no college degree. So don't let their insecurities bother you, because guess what? They're the ones that are going to be at home with their parents while you're 25 and succeeding and taking on the world. That's what you have to realize, is whatever they're making fun of you for is hiding something of their own that's insecure, or something they're not sure of, or something they're scared to let people know about or tell, or they're scared about who they are. They might be gay and they can't come out. If you're getting picked on, word of advice, if you're getting picked on because you're gay, chances are that person's gay or jealous and they can't come out, or they're not in an environment they can, or they don't want anyone to know. Just think about that. A lot of people take their frustrations out on someone else who's weaker because that's the only option they have. So take a step back and just look at them, you know? But at the end of the day, I really want you guys to realize these bullies you're going through in middle school and high school are not going to be there your whole life. Yeah, it sucks. Everyone gets bullied to an extent. I was just put in a very lucky situation, but don't let them take over your life, okay? Alright, we can do a bullying part 2, but I just wanted to get that out of there because bullying has been brought up so much lately that, you know, I just felt like it was an important topic to hit. You guys, I love you. Keep on subscribing. Once we hit 1,000, we can start doing lives. I love you more than life, you know it. You know what? It's a bad day, month, or year, but it's not a bad life. Hang in there, you guys.